What's going on, people? I was trying to catch it. I was leaving out of the place where I live, and you got the so-called white man circling our neighborhood. I just seen it just now. But our people is so blind. It's like they don't even care. None of us care as a. They don't. Our people don't care. It don't. It's like it doesn't value them. The nationality don't value them. This whole society is just our people's just gone, man. This is how I, I guess this is just how it's got to play out, you know. The Most High God, this was prophesied in the Bible thousands of centuries ago, during biblical time, that this would be this way. God had already said it in the Word, so it's not like He's let what He's saying is. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised what might happen next. You know, a lot of people they so caught up, and then they trying to get me to celebrate this damn Fourth of Jew shit. This Fourth of Lie shit. That's what I call. They need to call it the Fourth of Lie. They don't even need to put Fourth of. They don't even need to put the Jew in that. The Jew, because that's taking out the biblical context out of the Bible, and they blend it in because Esau always like to try to mix mix things up. He take a little truth and mix. What is a lie? What is a lie? Just tell me. Give me the definition of a lie. A lie. To break down a lie. What does a lie mean? A lie means a little a little truth mixed with the whole lie. You got a whole lie, right? Then you take and you add something in there. That's a lie. When you add a lie means a little bit of truth mixed with mixed with lies. You blend. It's like you taking and you blending some truth in with it to make it actually look good. You are making it appear, make it appealing. That's all you're doing. So people can't know and they won't be able to tell the difference. Yeah. So that's what a lie is. Our people are gone. The vast majority of our people that actually look at each other, they they look at each other. It's like we're plumb gone. Yeah, we are. Man, this is. It is, man. It's almost like goes back to what Mike Epps said. He said one thing that was true. The movie star. He said, "We don't have the older people no more. We don't. It used to be a time the older people they actually stood on right principles, but nowadays, excuse me, they don't do it. They don't take no pride in. You know what I'm saying? They got on you. If you lived this appointed time that you lived in a neighborhood, if another neighbor saw your child doing something wrong, they immediately got on their ass. And when your parents got home, you got another another ass whooping. It wasn't no taking sides or nothing. It was different back then. But the problem with that is Esau, they actually forced they have y'all noticed I talked about this the other day. Our people don't have no problem at all embracing other people's culture and race, their customs, everything, all this stuff. Yeah. Yeah. They don't have no problem embracing other people's cultures and stuff. But when it comes to their own, they hate it. That isn't that kind of crazy? Not kind of. It is like ironic and it's just weird. You embrace everybody else's culture, but as soon as somebody else say, "Hey, you need to embrace your own culture," then they get mad. They get mad with you for telling them that they should embrace their own customs and their own culture. They get mad at you for that. But you happy when you serving the when you celebrating the heathens culture. The same people that don't care nothing about you, the same people that put us in a condition in a slave and it put us in a neighborhood to where you barely can pay your rent, but they living good. They living in a neighborhood to where they spend thousands of dollars, but they put you in a neighborhood to this part of the hood to where you are going to uh you got to scrap up $2 or $3 just to buy some bread. While they live in a neighborhood and they can have all of the resources, while you ain't got shit, we ain't got nothing, and you okay with that. And when you look in their hood, they live in a whole lot better. Yeah, they live in a whole lot better than you, than us. They live in real good. This is they heaven for them. Yeah, this is exactly they heaven. Yep. Yes, indeed. This is they heaven. Yep. We embrace everybody. It's like ask yourself this question here. What is the this fourth of lies done for our people? Like yesterday they celebrated the so-called Fourth of July, right? Which is the fourth of lies. What what's going on, man? Ask yourself, what have the so-called Fourth of Lies done for our people? Now just think about it. You know what you celebrating. Look, think about it. The Fourth of July. Lie. That's a lie, right? If you take off Jew, the letter Jew, which they got that from the Bible, and they tried to mix it in with some goddamn error, mix it in with the truth, right? Jew lie. They got the Jew people who claiming to be Jews, which is the Jewish people. You see what I'm saying? I'm breaking it down. The Jewish people. But they took and got the word Jew, which they lying. They not the real Jews. And then they turn around and say Jewish to July, or trying to say make themselves to be the Jew. So Jew, so they got the truth, and then they took and mixed a little error, lie. They mix lies with everything. So what you celebrating? You're celebrating a lie. You're celebrating they. What you should celebrate is Leviticus 23, where it talks about all the holy days. That's what you should celebrate. You know, that's what you should celebrate. What the hell you selling that for? I mean, celebrating the Fourth of Lies for when that day represents how that's how they stole and conquered America, and you honoring the ancestors of your enemy. Your enemy. That's what you're doing. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You honoring the ancestors of your enemies. Think about it. If somebody raped raped and killed your child, would you wear a necklace around your neck to commemorate? Would you want people to celebrate that and like go around and party and just laugh and pour beer on it and stuff? No, I don't think so. So that's what you're doing. You're celebrating, and what you're doing, you're saying, Esau, we want you to continue to murder us in the streets. We want you to continue to circle, go in your so-called police cars and circle and go through our hood and continue to enslave. We want you to continue to be slaves over us. That's basically what you're saying. You're actually saying, thank you, Esau. Y'all conquered this world. Y'all took it off of rape, rob, and murder. If you go, matter of fact, if you read Habakkuk 2 and 12. Read Habakkuk 2 and 12. It says, woe unto him who buildeth up a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. How did they get America? Ask yourself that. How did they get America? You go to Ezekiel 35, and it's going to answer the question. It's going to answer everything. How did we get to America? Our forefathers came over here on slave ships. Yeah. So you have to think about those things, you know? Like, what the hell? I don't even know what the hell Valentine's mean. Valentine's Day. What the hell does that mean? Labor Day. What what does that mean? St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's. I don't even know what the hell that means. So if you my the question to that is, if you don't know what it means, St. Patrick's Day, why in the hell would you celebrate something that you don't understand? Yeah, why would you celebrate something that you don't understand? You don't have no knowledge and clue of what you worshiping. I mean, should you want to know about the conditions of a car before you buy it? I never owned a car before, but I got understanding enough to know that. I did a video yesterday, right? But I'm gonna redo it over. It's a video called "Is a difference in between being wise, educated, and smart." You can be educated. Look, let me tell you something, bro. I would rather be wise. I'll take wise over being educated and smart any day. I would. Here's why. When you look at, like, if have somebody ever asked you to do something, right? Have they ever asked you to do something, right? And you just your spirit gut just told you not to do it. It had nothing to do with your knowledge. It has nothing to do with the big words that you know how to break down, pronunciate. It has nothing to do with none of that, right? Because guess what? When I grew up and I didn't know how to read or write, I feel like I still made a good decision is to stay away from certain people. Esau is one I definitely stay away from. I mean, we can't trust our own people. We can't. The reason we can't trust our own people is because our people is conditioned is to have more love for their enemy than their own people. You see what I'm saying? They are conditioned that way. So obviously, when they say never trust your enemy, it could mean your people, our people too, because our people are conditioned is to love these people. Now I want to get to the part about the education and being smart and being wise. Educated, number one. Smart. But the last one, wise, I would take that one over smart and being educated. I would rather be wise than to be Educated. Now, don't get me wrong. Both of them are good. All three of them are good. Don't get me wrong. Now, look. Education, by all means. If you want to get an education, more power to you. By all means. Hell, that's still good. You know what I mean? But when it comes to wise, wise just simply means you are able to discern, and then you can make a good judgment. Like, nah, you better not do that. Have something ever told you, man, I better not go that way? Nah, you better go this way. And then you end up doing it, and you be like, people say it's best to follow your first mind. I agree with that for the majority part, because you be like, damn, I'm glad I didn't. Good thing I didn't go over that. But it had nothing to do with you being smart. It had nothing to do with you being smart. Nothing. It just had something to do with the Most High giving you that. Because, see, a wise person, it will keep God's commandments. You see what I'm saying? A foolish, dumb person don't give a damn about it. So when you're foolish, you can be smart, you can be wise. I mean, excuse me, you can be educated, and you still can be dumb as a damn doorknob. Just because you have a lot of knowledge, that doesn't mean you're going to be wise. You got some of the dumbest people who are not wise, but they still educated, but they still dumb. And this is no shade to those who are trying to get their education and get a physical education. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but it's okay. I'll give you another analogy. Book knowledge. You got a lot of people got book sense. I can have all the book sense there is and not have no good judgment, making a good judgment about something. I can be poor at making a good judgment. Because being wise, it can save you from a whole lot of shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got some of the most educated people in the world and still don't know shit. I can be smart, but I'm still I can you can be smart, you can be educated and still stupid. Because I deceived myself a long time ago. I told my mother, I said, well, he is smart. And my mother would say, no, that's a dumb bastard. I said, that's a dumb bastard. And I said, what is she saying this for? This guy's educated and this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? What is she saying? What like why would she say that? I don't understand. I'm like, I can't figure out why she's saying this. So it took me a minute to pick up what was being said. You know what I'm saying? Uh, until I actually realized it clicked with me to the point to where I'm like, oh, I get it now. I get it. Just because you got book sense, book knowledge, doesn't mean that you can make the best decisions ever. You can be educated and not educated. It's best to be wise because you can have all the book sense in the world. Even Esau know that. And if you are not wise, you might as well hang it up. Being educated doesn't make you. Your education doesn't make you. To a lot of extent, it doesn't. Because, like, if I'm looking at, if I see something and I say, nah, I better not go down that way. They look like something ain't right about that. I ain't gonna walk into that because it done happened to me. I done made some of the greatest, better, good decisions by like, nah, I better not. Let me go another way. I'm not gonna go this way. And guess what? You talking to a man that couldn't read or write, made good decisions. Now, if I wouldn't have made good decisions when I was younger, and I wasn't educated, I couldn't even be alive and telling y'all what I'm telling y'all now. Yeah, I couldn't even be alive here telling y'all this now because, um, yeah. So y'all pretty much get the point. I don't feel like I'm walking, going in circles with this here, but I'm gonna speak on this some more when I get home. Yeah, because so don't let your education or so-called education pump you up and make you think you is the bad. You're a bad individual. You good or you great because you will find out real quick when you out here with that because your education can't keep you out of trouble. Your education ain't Esau don't care nothing about you being educated because you have gotten a lot of you know what Esau have gotten a lot of educated people in the grave. Yeah, so don't let that fool you now. Don't let no education and being smart you because you got all the book knowledge in the world. That don't the devil don't care nothing about that. What does the devil care about that? Esau don't give a damn about that. Like people used to say, I used to say, well, they smart, and the person would say, yeah, smart in the devil's way, and that was so it was funny back then. I guess I couldn't get it right then. I got it, but it really put me to thinking because maybe that's where I got most of my understanding, my wisdom from is from a lot of the older elderly people. Thanks to them, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I always hung around the elderly people in the neighborhood older than me. You know what I'm saying? I guess it guess I guess the Most High it's a reason why He ordained certain people from birth to be a certain way. You know what I mean? Because look, man, wisdom can save you, man. Wisdom and being wise, man. That's the key word in this word. Wisdom is the understanding. Wisdom is the principal thing, man. Yeah, you can be educated and still have no understanding. Why you think? Because when you got an understanding of something, it helps you make a good judgment. You know why you think the Most High said, "Get knowledge, get wisdom, but in all thy getting, get understanding." You need wisdom because you don't have no wisdom, no good discernment. Esau can mess your ass up out here in this society. You can walk yourself into a trap and don't even know you do. But the overall key is best to be wise. It's not easy trying to pump wisdom like this into people because most this type of stuff, what I'm saying, it bores people really quick. So it seems like the best thing sometimes is the most boring thing. Have y'all noticed that? Sometimes the best stuff is the nastiest shit you ever want. You don't even want to even taste that shit. Everybody wants the stuff uh with the damn flavor in it. They want the stuff with the flavor. Just because it's got flavor to it and it tastes good doesn't mean it's good for you. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna plug this phone up right quick. I'll be back, y'all.